What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back here with another YouTube video. And in today's video we're going to be doing Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, what I want to see from it uh, here on the channel today. So yeah, Shang-Chi comes out in about a couple days after I finish uploading this video. I'm trying to make sure it's uploaded before the movie comes out. I have a lot of videos scheduled here. But yeah, it's supposed to come out in a couple days as of I'm recording this on it's August 30th. So yeah, so it's supposed to come out pretty relatively soon. I know there's been like pre screenings and everything. The premieres already happened. The reviews are already in. I haven't seen like any spoilers or anything. I just want to let you guys know. I've heard it's some good things about it. I've heard it's pretty good. But I'm not too sure yet. I'm gonna wait to see it and stuff like that before I like kind of say my opinion and everything. So I just want to make sure that's clear as well. But anyways, let's get into it. Uh, Actually, I want to just warn anybody. There could be spoilers in what I'm saying. Just because I'm gonna speak about like what kind of we know. If you want to go in completely blind, go ahead. Just click off the video now. I'm not gonna talk so about spoilers again. I haven't seen the movie yet or anything, so I wouldn't know for sure. But I mean, I'm gonna take some guesses on maybe what could happen. This is not a prediction video, but this is more say what I want to see. But I mean, I'll tie in some predictions what I think might happen in the movie. But anyways, let's get into it. So yeah, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Personally, I think this movie could be interesting. I mean, I'm pretty excited for it. It's probably one of my it's in the upper half of what I of the rest of the MCU personally. I think it's gonna be interesting. I'm curious to see what's going on here in this movie, especially with this superhero that's not very well known. So I'm interested to see because Marvel's track record so far in showcasing heroes that we've kind of never really seen and not very well known is done really pretty well, especially with like you can see what they did with Guardians of the Galaxy, so much better. But I mean, Shang-Chi, he could definitely be a very interesting hero, and I'm excited to maybe see this if I have a chance. But anyways, so let's get into this. So from what we know, I think I've already done a video basing on this and talking about it, but I'll just go through a quick recap. So what we know is this is supposed to follow Shang-Chi as he heads back to I'm not sure exactly where he lives. I'm pretty sure it's wherever the Legend of pretty much the Ten Rings organization, and basically battle it out. I guess with his father, who is the Mandarin, or some people. I'm not sure if his name is if they're gonna call him the Mandarin in the movie, but I know he's also called Wenwu, so I'm pretty sure he's called by like I think Wenwu's his real name. So yeah, I presume the two of them will fight it out. He'll probably try and convince Shang-Chi to join him, but Shang-Chi, I'm probably guessing, will not. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. In terms of what I want to see, right off the bat, I want some good origin stories. I want to see like what made Shang-Chi kind of turn against his father. Because as you could see by the trailer, you could see he looks like he's probably with his father for a bit, and then he turned. So I'm curious to see what's going on with that character. That's interesting as well. Another thing too is I want to see like how this connects all with the other movies in terms of the Ten Rings because we know Ten Rings are an organization that have been in the MCU. Like they were behind Ironmonger, they were behind that original Aldrich Killian stuff in Iron Man 3 and Iron Man 1. So we do know this is going to connect to the MCU, of course. So I'm very curious to see like how it connects, what Wenwu thinks about all this, because he's got to have an opinion. Does like he hate Iron Man's guts, or is he like, who cares? Tony Stark, who cares, honestly? Or is he like, yeah, the Aldrich Killian screwed up my whole operation or whatnot? So I'm interested to see what goes on with that. Uh, yeah. And another thing too is we know there's gonna be other characters that are villainous characters, such as we know that there's a character named Razor Fist and there's a character named Death Dealer. Now I've heard. Actually, I won't say much in terms of what I've heard because it could lead to potential spoilers and affect the review and everything. So I'm not going to say anything on the topic of the characters, but I'll say what I want from them. Personally, I would like to see like not per se like a full fledged origin story or anything, but I would like to say like I have a feeling that Razor Fist has probably has some Ten Rings connections. So I'm curious maybe if Razor Fist or even maybe Death Dealer were like kind of close to Shang-Chi when he was a child or something, or maybe they're friends, or I don't know what's going on. But I'm curious, maybe uh, there's some kind of connection between the two, like maybe they were fought as children or something. So I'm curious. I mean, I wouldn't be too opposed to them being just like some name, not nameless bounty hunters, but just like some bounty hunters or whatever, or just somebody who just works for Wenwu. Uh, but I feel like it could add some bit of story to it because, yeah, we kind of know that he, for example, Razorfist has Ten Rings connections because he wears a Ten Rings vest, and it's the Ten Ring single symbol on him. So I'm interested to see what's going on with that. Uh, Another thing too is I'm interested to see like I would like a little bit of backstory. I'm not too sure exactly what her. I'm pretty sure her name is Katie in the movie, but I don't know if she goes by another name. But pretty much Aquafina's character. I'm curious to see like how did Shang Chi and her meet, uh, and everything like that. I'm interested to see hopefully see that. Uh, yeah, and the next stuff I'm gonna talk about maybe like very heavy spoilers. I just want to say that quickly. But basically, I am curious to see like why is Abomination there and why is Wong there. I'm interested to see like why those characters are there, uh, and what kind of connection and everything. So that's another thing. Another thing too is I want to see some good martial arts and everything. As of course, like Shang-Chi is one of the more martial arts heavy characters, and I want to see him. I want to see a lot of good fight scenes. I'm expecting this. Personally, I'm setting the bar. I hope this has the best fighting I've ever seen in any MCU film, from hand-to-hand combat in the whole MCU. Right now, personally, this is just my personal opinion. I think that Winter Soldier probably has the best fighting, but the bar isn't too high for that because it wasn't like personally. If I were rating it on a scale, it would be like 8 out of 10 in terms of fight scene. I thought it was really it's pretty good, but I mean it wasn't the best. Whereas I'm hoping Shang-Chi definitely has some stunner fight scenes and everything. It looks from the trailer too. It looks like they're gonna be a lot of fight scenes and stuff like that, and I'm pretty excited to see it. Uh, yeah. The next thing is I'm just a little bit curious on exactly what's going on with I'm not too sure exactly. I think it's called a Great Protector. I'm curious. I hope we get some like backstory into. This ties into another question too. I hope we get some backstory on the Ten Rings, exactly what their powers are and everything. Like I hope they don't just like put on the Ten Rings and just fight each other using like laser blasts and everything. I wish we could get some backstory and everything. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Uh, Another thing, I just want to quickly run through it. I'm basically done what I want to see. If that's what you want to watch for. Now I'm gonna get into some predictions. Now, personally, I just think this movie is gonna take a lot of inspiration from the other Marvel movies in the sense that if you look at the trailers and stuff, you could see at the end it looks like to be like a big huge fight, and it looks to be like a kind of like a Black Panther type fight in my opinion. I mean, like with big animals like the rhinoceroses in that movie, and it looks to be like the two of them are fighting each other, and then there's like the Great Protector around and stuff like that. So I'm interested to see what's going on with that. Uh, but anyways, that's pretty much it. I mean, Shang-Chi comes out in about I'm not too sure how many days, but currently right now like 4 days. It comes out on Friday, and it's coming to theaters exclusively for 45 days. Uh, it will not be coming to Disney Plus until I'm not sure when it's coming to Disney Plus, but I know it's gonna be on it's gonna be on in the movie theaters for about 45 days exclusively. But anyways, in terms of my excitement factor, I'm gonna give it right now. I'm gonna say it's 9 out of 10. I'm pretty excited for this movie. It looks very interesting. I'm excited to see where they go with this character. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.